Hey everybody, am I live? I think I am. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let's see. Make sure that I'm live. Yes, I am. Hi, this is Catherine Martin, and I wanted to jump on live because something just happened that I wanted to share with you. So it's been another really full day, very full week actually for me. I've traveled from Santa Barbara to be on site with my symphony client. I've done coaching, and I was just packing up. I'm here in my office, just packing up before a weekend of more of concerts. We've been having rehearsals this past week, donor events. I'm going to be participating in a new podcast that I've been invited to join in on. More on that later. And I noticed, here's why I wanted to jump on. I noticed that I was smiling, thinking about how happy I am. So I've been busy, really busy, probably busier than I've been in a long time, and I'm happy. And so I noticed that, while I've always loved my work, um, I'm happy to say I've always loved my work. In the past, it was so often at the expense of, my family, at the expense of relationships, sometimes even my health. So 4 years ago, I found myself at a crossroads in my career. Really, I have to say in my life, because it's all connected, isn't it? Our career, our work, of course, our life. It's hard to, we should not separate them. So I was at a place professionally where I knew I needed a change, even though I had no idea. I guess I had an idea, but I didn't really know for sure what that would look like. All I can think of is I felt this pulling, and it literally felt like someone was pulling me toward something. It's the only way I can describe it. And actually, it was a little confusing at the time because I loved my clients. I was successful. I should be happy, right? Nothing dramatic had happened. I was working for a respected consulting firm with a title that I had earned, doing a job that I had loved, until I didn't love it anymore. I noticed that I was getting frustrated with myself, with the repetitive kind of hamster wheel list of never-ending to-dos, just tasks. I was burned out, and I think I was feeling further and further and further away from doing the things that really made my heart sing, or doing some little things that made my heart sing, but the rest not so much. So there was this moment, a pivotal, like clearly life-changing moment. When I think about it now, my palms actually still sweat. I mean, it was a big, scary moment where I decided to step into actively curating an integrated life and career, and I resigned. And I did this even though I didn't know exactly where it would lead me. And now I do. 4 years later, I know. So my life has completely changed. My husband, son, and I moved to a different city. We're now living in what I consider our dream house and dream neighborhood, with the ability to travel and spend time together. And I'm having the impact that I am meant to have. I'm running a successful business that brings me joy every single day with every single activity. I'm even starting to enjoy Facebook Lives. It's a stretch for me. And I have true clarity that my purpose is in helping leaders find and value and communicate the impact that they have on others, their superpower, we'll call it, so that it's always so that they can have the sustainable financial success, and ultimately together, all of us doing this can make a difference in the world, can have true impact, can have others benefit. Because I know this, because I now know my purpose, I can make the daily decisions that create the possibility for me to live it fully. So the very things that I was feeling are what many of my clients are feeling when they reach out to work with me one-on-one coaching, doing one-on-one coaching, or in the Career Life Breakthrough Academy. Perhaps it's what you're feeling right now on a Friday night at the end of a long week. And if so, if you would like to change your current situation in some way, here's what I want you to know. That wanting to feel good is not a selfish act. Wanting to feel good is not a selfish act, because when you're feeling great, when you're feeling joy, that peak experience, top of your game, firing on all cylinders, you got this joy, I guarantee that you are impacting others in that same moment. And I'm so sure and confident about this because I've helped now over 200 leaders. I mean, I felt it. I did my research. I noticed it about me. And now I've helped over 200 leaders around the world create their dream career and life. And so I know that this is a fact. And the good news is that you right now, tonight, have everything right now within you to do this. Everything. You don't need another year of experience on a job. You don't need to save more money in order for you to have this impact. Nothing. You have everything you need right now, tonight, within you. The tricky part, and there are lots of tricky parts in making a change, is shifting what we value about ourselves. Getting rid of all the shoulds that may be preventing you from taking action. Like I just mentioned, standard industry practices say that before I can go here, I need to be here, etc. So you're more than a job title. Many of you have heard me say that. You're more than a job title or a list of all of your wonderful skills on your resume. Your responsibility, if I could be so bold, is to curate a life where your heart is singing and thus you're having impact on others. So your true value, again, is your impact on others when you are feeling joy. So happy Friday. If any of this is resonating with you, if you're feeling that pulling to make some kind of a change in your career, in your life, I've prepared some guiding questions that you can look at tonight to help you start this process and reveal what I call a few foundational answers that can help you move forward. So often, when we're thinking about what we want to do, we start thinking here, and I found that often we don't get it because there's some foundational intel on yourself that is missing. So I've created these, well, actually quite a few processes, but tonight I'd like to offer you a free e-guide that has 18 guiding questions. It's called More Impact, More Joy. And I'm going to put the link in this Facebook Live somewhere. And once you download the guide, I'll also be able to send you information later this month on a new training that's called, and I love this title, Monetize Your Superpower. Yes, and I'll tell you more about that later. But for right now, tonight, just want to say thanks for jumping on with me. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful weekend of joy, and see you next time. Thank you.